complaints apparently could not get rid of restaurant tips being automatically added to your bill. But those who work in South Florida's service industry, and there are a lot of you out there, are griping about this gratuity change. CBS 4's Elliot Rodriguez dishes out the details about why tipping is no longer required.
Well, it sucks because you can't get it onto your paycheck.
That pretty much sums up the sentiment among the people who serve you food and drinks at restaurants. On January 1st, the new IRS rule defines mandatory tips as a service charge and is requiring they be put on the waiter's paycheck as taxable income.
I would rather have a 15% guaranteed and pay taxes on it than to be receiving sometimes even 5%.
But Paola Rettigui is a waitress on Ocean Drive, where almost all the restaurants have dropped the mandatory 17 or 18% gratuity, even for large parties.
It's very volatile. We don't really know how much we're going to make. It depends. You can have a $500 check and get $5, or you can have a $500 check and get the 20%.
We found the same was true up and down Lincoln Road on Miami Beach and along Las Olas in Fort Lauderdale, all areas that cater to South Florida's lifeblood, the tourism industry.
Well, the thing is the people that come here from out of town and international people, they really don't understand about the tipping.
That's largely because, unlike other countries where servers are paid a living wage, U.S. restaurants are allowed to pay waiters below the minimum wage.
How do you expect them to voluntarily pay a tip where they're not accustomed to do so?
Servers repeatedly insist that international customers don't understand that they live off of tips.
It's really not fair when the check is like $50, $60 and they leave a $1.50 tip.
At Cafe Europa on Las Olas, where tips are pooled and distributed among bussers, runners, and waiters, putting the tips on those people's paycheck would have been an accounting nightmare.
You can't really discern who earned what in tips. You can't separate it out, and it's virtually impossible for us to do it in an establishment that pulls tips.
We did find one restaurant that is keeping the automatic gratuity. Per IRS rules, Mango's on Ocean Drive now calls the 18% a service charge, not a tip. Something these tourists from Virginia were completely unaware of and a bit indignant about when we brought it to their attention.
Had we not looked, we would have never known. Never known.
We probably would have got a 40% tip. The 18 that they already charged plus what we would have added to it.
The double tip has long angered those who didn't read the small print on the menu that informed the customer of the automatic tip.
I often just forgot that it was included and added more for a tip, so I was paying a lot more than really I should have paid.
The change will be an incentive for waiters to provide better service or for management to begin paying servers the minimum wage in order to keep good staff. Regardless, for the IRS, it's all about the new rule, a rule they say they will aggressively enforce. Elliot Rodriguez, CBS 4 News, tonight.